In this video, I'm going to show you the quickest and easiest way to install or put on a car cover and remove it. And the system I'm going to share with you can be used on sedans, hatchbacks, and even SUVs. And the best part, you can do this even if you're alone. No need to ask anyone else to help you, unlike in other clickbaity how-to videos out there. Towards the end of this video, I'm even going to show you exactly how many minutes it takes me to remove the car cover and how many minutes to put it on. And I bet, after you've seen the process, you'll never go back to how you've been doing it before. Are you ready? Here we go. I bought this custom car cover from Superb Pro Cover via Facebook Marketplace 11 months ago. This cost 3,450 pesos inclusive of shipping. It's waterproof, dustproof, has 6 reflectors all around, custom name in front, red racing stripes over a light gray fabric, zippered access on the driver's side, and 4 sets of snap-on tire anchors. I requested this design because I wanted the vehicle to be clearly visible in the day and at night. At first, it took me forever to put it on and remove it. So after much research and experimentation on the easiest and fastest method, the secret lies in how you fold and store it. Thus, the entire system really starts with the cover installed on the vehicle. Okay, so the first time putting it on might take longer and require more effort, but I promise you, after that, it just takes less than 2 minutes and without breaking a sweat. Here are the key steps and tips on how to properly remove and store a car cover so it's quick and easy to put it back on later. First, fold a front corner out and upwards such that it hangs temporarily onto the headlight. On the opposite side, do the same motion, but this time, take along the rest of the front side in such a way that the entire width of the cover ends up resting on the edge of the hood. Now, move to the rear and do the same process. If you have a sedan, the entire width of the cover ends up resting on top of the trunk. If it's an SUV or a hatchback like this, the edges would rest midway up the tailgate. Next, walk to the side of the vehicle and fold the cover out and upwards until it sits on top of the side mirror assembly. Now move to the opposite side and do the same. Always make sure that when you fold up and outwards, the underside of the cover is the one sticking out. Then, from the rear of the vehicle moving towards the front, continue lifting the corners and sides upwards until they rest on the roof area. Once you're done, no fabric should be touching the lower half of the vehicle. The next step is folding the sides of the cover a second time until everything is resting on the roof. This should be easy to do if you have a sedan. But if you have an SUV or a roof rack, don't be daunted by the extra height. Simply open the passenger door and step on the door sill to hoist yourself up. Now, continue folding the sides towards the center of the roof. If you have a roof rack, like in this example, make sure that you fold the fabric far enough that it's inside the frame. At the end of it all, the cover will almost be like the shape of a surfboard. Finally, stand on the hood area and fold the sides of the fabric towards each other. Do the folds in such a way that the underside of the cover is the one facing up. Now, grab the edge and start rolling upwards. Keep your roll steady on one spot so the rest of the fabric is pulled in towards you. Every now and then, tuck the sides closer towards each other to keep the roll's width within the dimensions of your car cover's storage bag, if it has one. Anyway, continue rolling and adjusting until you reach the other end of the cover. Now, it's critical that you keep this one big roll intact. Also, this part here, which I like to call the tongue, will be your visual marker on how you should orient the roll when you need to put it back on the vehicle at a later time. For now, store your rolled up car cover inside the bag it came with. If you don't have a bag, locking the roll with a piece of rope or placing it inside a big enough trash bag will also work. The important thing is you keep the roll intact. With this system, putting the car cover onto your vehicle becomes so much easier. Carefully take it out of storage and place it on the roof with the flap or tongue underneath and pointing towards the rear. Then, roll the other end towards the front and let it slide all the way down on the windshield and onto the hood. From the rear, tug the tongue down to the bumper and spread out the folds. Then, spread out the front a little bit to get enough slack to latch one side to the side mirror. And from the side mirror, pull down the rest of the sides going towards the rear corner. Next, do the same thing on the opposite side. With the rear corners and sides effectively anchored in place, it's now easy to pull the front side all the way down to the entire span of the bumper. Finally, finish the job at the rear bumpers. Now, it's up to you if you want to make some alignment adjustments so the entire cover is squared with the vehicle. Later, you may rewatch the procedure in case you missed any key step. But for now, I'd like to show you how all the steps come together in one continuous real-time take. I'll even put a timer on screen so you can see for yourself how quick and easy this system is. Notice that I'm taking my sweet time going through the motions. Of course, for the purpose of this tutorial, I want you to be able to follow along at a decent pace. Okay, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Not too bad considering that I deliberately slowed down my motions. My fastest record to remove this car cover is actually 1 minute. Now, let's see how long it takes to install or put on the car cover at the same average speed. Okay, I know I was supposed to anchor the rear corners first, but it doesn't really matter, for as long as the cover is already latched onto the side mirrors, then it's okay whether you anchor the rear or front corners next. Hang on, I won't stop the timer just yet. I'll even include the time it takes to square the cover onto the vehicle. There you go, 1 minute and 46 seconds. Using this system, my fastest record to install or put on this car cover is 45 seconds. Can you do better? Share your fastest time down in the comments below. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.